Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and I'm so excited to be back at my craft desk with, I think, everything I need to make some fun projects with you guys. My boyfriend is off at work, I'm home on vacation, and I'm just gonna film a bunch of fun tutorials. So today I've got for you these adorable little matchbook notebooks. They've got a paper clip on them so you can slide them in and out of a journal, which I don't have a journal handy, but on and off the page, just like that. So cute. I made them in a fairy style because I have a fairy journal kind of that's been sitting that I haven't touched in a while. And I thought I would do some botanical ones with you today because I just sold my big, beautiful botanical journal that I put so much love in. And I think I want to do another one because I had so much fun with that particular style and that particular journal. And so this is actually inspired by Julie over at Camellia's Crafts. And I'm going to link up her video in the description as well because it's super funny. She's hilarious. These are a relatively quick little project, and her video ended up being like an hour or something. She's just waffling, as she calls it. I'm not a Brit, so I don't feel like I can use that word, but I would really like to. So if anyone is okay with me being an honorary Brit for the moment and having a waffle, I love that. She just made me really laugh a lot. She said it was supposed to be a quick video, and then it turns into Julie searching for a butterfly for an hour video instead. Anyway, it's a great time if you like that sort of thing. I'm going to try to be a little quicker and actually just do the tutorial. So these are super fast. So you're going to want a 6x6 piece of paper, and this is just a pixie dust files printable that I love. I use this one a lot. It's really, really beautiful. She does beautiful designs. So I've just printed it both sides because you will see the inside here. I'll show you. I should show you the inside before we get started. So this is just very simple, has a little bit of a imagery on the inside, and then some tiny little papers, and they just slip in and out of that little flap at the bottom. This is a really cute, fun project for a little mass make to then have in your stash and stick into journals. All right, so you've got your 6x6 paper. If you have a scoreboard, you can just put it into the scoreboard. Turn your top to the left if it's directional, and score at 3/4 of an inch and 3 5/8 inch. However, I don't have a scoreboard. So what I have done is actually gone on the back and marked my score lines in here, and I'm just gonna score those suckers along the marks with the back of my X-Acto knife. I would really like to get a scoreboard at this point. I've been doing a lot of Julie's projects and Kathy's garden projects, and I need to do a fair bit of scoring. And so then I'm going to make those folds so that I can kind of see. You can see this is our style taking shape, right? And we're just going to then go ahead and cut every 2 inches to make our little covers. So let us go 2 inches. and 2 inches. And then we have 3 little matchbook covers. Now, I do want to round these corners on my bottoms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Silly corner rounder. All right, so you can see this is how. So Julie actually said the wrong measurement in the video, which I only realized later on in the video, and then I went back and she had corrected herself in the description, but I didn't see that. So my first makes here are a little off, they're a little wrong. So these will look a little different. They're a little longer on the top and a little shorter on the bottom, which is good. I also tried to do the scoring on my cutter, and I don't think I got it right. But this is your covers. Actually, let's round the corners of these too. I did here. I like that look. Let's get rid of our straight corners. Now, you will also need a stapler for these, which was, you know, when I first started listening to the video, I was like, do I even have a stapler anymore? How funny. I'm a crafter, but I don't use staplers for much. So, but I found mine, I dug it out, and you're gonna want that for this bottom piece right here. So I've covered it up with these, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the stapler and we're just gonna staple this bottom piece close to the bottom so that it still sticks out as a little flap, because your papers will and your cover will kind of tuck in under there. And you probably could do this with just one staple. I'm doing 2, and I did not align those properly. But we're just gonna go ahead with that. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna ink these before I do that, because it's gonna be a little easier. Now, Julie actually used the stapler to put her papers in to these notebooks too. However, so the stapler has to be able to open up and lay flat, and mine does, but for whatever reason, I was only able to get it to work to staple one of them. It just, I don't know, it's old. It doesn't, the staples don't go all the way through. Sometimes the staples don't even. Okay guys, sorry about that. The groceries arrived, and I had forgotten that they were coming. So I had to go run and get them out of the Texas heat. So this one I cut, and I'm gonna just glue it on. Cover up my paperclip. Oh, these are so fun. They're so darling. All right, and then these 2, I'm gonna cut off that edge. I'm feeling a little harassed by perfection today. Like, anxious and sad about the mistakes. So I need a little, come down, take a breath. It's all okay. These look great, they're beautiful. little edges showing here and there. Don't matter. All right, so let's make some pages. I'm gonna take a piece of coffee dye paper, and I'm going to mark it at the appropriate size to fit inside here. I'm gonna cut it into strips first. So I'm just gonna give it a little room on either side. Make a mark there and use my cutter to take that off. And I'm gonna cut the whole piece of paper. You know what, I'm just gonna mark it on all of them, rather than trying to use this as a guide, because it's easier. And I don't mind pencil marks on my pages, and you can always erase them if you do. So this will give us some papers for our insides. All right. So now we want these. I actually made them kind of short on these, which, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of nice to be able to get as much as you can from the paper, but I think I'm gonna make them a little longer this time. So these are gonna fold in half. So we want them to be about like here. I'm gonna make that my size and cut all the rest and see where we are in terms of how many we're able to get out of here. Okay, so let's also just double check that that size works for us. I'm gonna fold it in half. That's nice. Yep, that's about where I want it. So I'm gonna just mark that on all my other papers. Somebody asked me recently about pricing items for the Etsy shop, and I haven't forgotten you. I've been mulling it over, trying to figure out how to explain how I do that, and make a video about it, because it's not simple, and it's something that I agonized over a lot. The short version is that I do look at materials costs. I do assess all of that. And I did also start out with lower prices than I have now because they were too low. But my stuff was selling at those prices really well, and actually still sells at higher prices. So that's, to some extent, something you've got to just kind of test out. Okay, so we're gonna fold, you know, how many of these we want in here. Just fold a few for one. And I put in here 3. Yeah, I did 3. So that's good. That's a good number for this teeny little notebook. So I've got my 3. I'm gonna crease that fold. All right, and then so I will try and show you the stapler way with this. I'm gonna clip it so that it stays in place. Ooh, that's turning out really nice. I wonder actually though, I want to round my corners. I can do them all at once to match the cover. I like that. So professional. Should I just do it on the top or should I do the bottom as well? Bottom as well. Okay. Let's clippy in here. So I'll try to show you, maybe this is why it doesn't want to do it on here. So the stapler method here, the stapler has to come and lay flat, which mine does. But she just did one right on the crease. And so we'll see my stapler. So if it does that, I can make it work because I can push it in and I can just fold these edges down with something. So you can do it like that. Need something bigger. Bone folder. Bone folder. You can do it like that. That's quick and easy. So cute. Just recreasing that fold to make it lay. It got a little wonky with the pages. Yeah, I don't love that, but okay, let's try another one. Oh, we'll try stapling it again. See if I can get it. I think maybe it's working a little better on this. I need one more paper. It's working a little better on this crafting mat. I was doing it on my desk, my bare desk the other day, and I think that probably was not going too well for me. Okay, so my papers are gonna get ready for both of these. My hair gets everywhere, you guys. Don't even know what to do about that. Okay, so let's put another signature together. This guy's a little bit wider. Actually, I didn't look this morning. Last night, I was at 499 subscribers, you guys. So one away from 500. Thank you so much. If you are one of the people who is subscribed and you're watching and enjoying these tutorials, I appreciate you. I love having this little community of people to go to. When I started this, I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna do some things that I want to do and make some videos and people can come along or not. And I just really love having you here. I watch a lot of Kathy's Garden tutorials, and she is so sweet. She's so fun. She starts every video. She says, "Hi, best buds." I'm so glad you're here with me today. Now let's have our shout out. And I don't know what her shout out is, but she always gives a shout out to people. And it's just really joyful to listen to her. All right, so I've got my signatures ready, my corners rounded. Let's try this again and see if we can get it to be straight. Now you could also do 2. That might work better, but this stapler doesn't work very well. I don't want to fuss with 2. But yeah, 1 seems to be working on the craft mat because it goes like this. But I'm not getting it right on the crease. I think that's probably part of my issue here. Fold those in. It's also tricky to get those to fold nice and straight. So, like I said, that one was a little better, but my staple shows. You can also pamphlet stitch these, which I did with, not this one. I did with 2 of these because I couldn't get the stapler to work for the life of me. So that's also an option. I think I'm gonna lean toward the back side here actually, because that worked on that other one. Just that stapler just does not want to go through on its own. Needs babying. There. 3 little cutie pies. I love this paper so much. You know what? Let's see if we can fix this one. What have we got? I'm gonna fix it. It will, if I can leave that where it is, or if I have to do a new one. I think I've got to do a new one. I'm just gonna pick the staple right out of here. Try again. What are we here for if not to fix the things we're unhappy with, right? Okay, that's good. Do it again. Yeah. Bone folder. All kinds of uses you didn't know it had. There. Fixed. And now I'm just gonna decorate those suckers. And I suck at that on screen. And I don't know if you guys like to watch that piece or not, but I'm gonna do it off camera, I think, and get this guy up as hopefully not a super hugely long video, and I'll show you the end product in the thumbnail. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.